A Harold Perrineau la mayoría lo conoce como Link, el operador en la saga de Matrix que se encargaba de mantener a salvo a nuestros héroes. Pero la generación MTV también lo puede recordar como Mercutio, en la versión moderna de Romeo y Julieta junto a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey Walter, how are you, sir?
Mr. Perrineau, hello from Costa Rica again.
How you doing, bro?
Great, great. Mr. Perrineau, aka my favorite Mercutio of all time.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Very flattering, my friend. Very flattering.
No, still on top. Actually, your character made headlines recently via your daughter. You know,
Yes.
it influenced another TV show and everything.
Yeah, have you seen Chaos? It's great.
Yeah.
And a lot of those shots, especially in the very first episode, are really reminiscent of Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. It's really
The whole mood board starring yours, your face.
starring my own child.
Yeah, that must have been great.
She's
It's
great.
yeah, proud papa right here.
Exactly.
I know.
Right.
You know, let's talk influence because that, my friend, is relevance. Years go by and something you do pops up again somewhere. That's legacy. What about your endurance in the business surprises you the most still?
Surprises me the most still.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Walter, that's a good question. Now you're gonna make me think. Jeez.
Too early for that.
You're too early for that. Well, you know that you mentioned Romeo and Juliet. It's a thing that's come up, many times for me because. So this might be a long answer. I'll try not to make it too long.
Okay.
When the movie first came out, people liked it, but a lot of people were like, MTV generation,
Yeah.
or if you weren't like some Shakespeare aficionado,
Yeah.
if you were just a kid watching it, you were like, oh snap! Like
that's
what is
drama,
going
that's
on? And so that kind of influence has really been great for me. There are young African American kids who are like, yo, I didn't even think we could do that. Or there are young kids who are queer or whatever. And they were like, I saw Mercutio and I was like, I'm at home, I'm out, I'm done. It's a wrap. Like there are so many people that it touched that sometimes I'm still surprised when somebody goes, I saw that and I was like, okay, all right, that just changed my life. And that's still just it gets me each time.
It was great, and yours was a solid performance. It was great, man. It was great.
Thank
really.
you, brother.
Yeah. Hoy es la estrella de la serie de terror From, que a punto de iniciar su tercera temporada ha sido llamada la nueva Lost. No solo porque son los mismos productores, sino que al igual que con esa otra serie, fans de todo el mundo están atrapados por el misterio y la historia de un grupo de personas cautivas en un pueblo del cual no pueden salir y están amenazadas por criaturas misteriosas. This show now, From, we could say that it made it. It was going on third seasons right now.
It's going.
You have a growing legacy, a growing fan base, dedicated community. Does that fact alleviate the pressure for you, or it adds on the pressure?
I think it adds to the pressure because the first season we thought we did a really, really good job. The second season was like, oh, that was pretty good. The third season I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we can do it. So then you start getting scared. It's like, I don't know. And so it builds the pressure a little bit, but I'm here for the pressure. Like, bring it on. Let's see. We've got a great team of creators, writers, a great cast, an amazing crew. And so I'm like, yeah, we got a great team here. Bring on the pressure. So like
that's a brave man's answer. Bring it on. I like that. Last season, you guys left us on a huge cliffhanger. So how hard is it for you to not spill the beans yourself? or I don't know. I picture friends and family going after you like, come on, tell me. It's just us. Come on.
Yeah.
Tell me. How hard is it for you?
They really are. And the only reason it's easy for me like to not tell anybody is because when I read it, I was like, what the? And I want everybody to feel that. You won't feel that if I tell you. I'm like, you know what happens. You know what I mean? You won't feel it. But when you see it, you'll be like, yo, that is crazy. And I want everybody to have that feeling. So for me, it winds up being like, look, I would love to tell you, but you're going to have such a better time seeing it that I'm just gonna wait.
Okay, that's very generous from you. Not wanting to deny people from the pleasure of the surprise.
What are we doing?
Yeah. And precisely about Boyd, Mr. Boyd Stevens, if we were to compare him now at the beginning of this season with, season one's freshly confused man,
Yeah.
how would you describe him now? Because I could still picture your face at the very beginning, like, what the hell is going on? And now you're like seasoned veteran of this weird world.
I'll tell you, in this season, he feels like he's about to explode, like literally spontaneously combust, like walking down the street and just blow up, pow! Because it's so much pressure. The town keeps shifting. The town keeps like throwing new curveballs, and it just gets harder and harder and harder to figure out what to do next. And I think he's really frustrated this season. I think his feelings are really hurt. I think they're really, really hurt. And he's like, I gotta get them out of here.
Like a tight guitar string or something.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yep. So
okay.
That's a good analogy.
That's tension. Yeah.
Yeah.
On a more personal note, personal for me, we've talked several times, you and I, about the show and everything. Since we first talked, I took acting myself. I did 2 seasons in theater, and now I'm waiting for my first feature film.
What?
And I want to ask of you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much. My question is stamina. How do you keep up the stamina? Because my cast mates, they fall asleep, heavy naps in between shows and everything. I myself, I'm reading about how to conserve energy. Crystals, I'm hanging around with crystals and everything. How do you do it? Because you're so energized and so pumped up all the time.
That's really, really funny. I tell you, it's fun. It's funny. Like whenever, especially if I'm doing a play, and it sounds like you're doing a play right now.
Yeah, I just finished second season.
I literally do conditioning like if I'm going into a mixed martial arts fight. Like I'm jumping rope, I'm doing push-ups. I'm just like daily trying to figure out how I can get myself, like my stamina to increase. Because like once you get out on that stage, man, it's like it's everything you got. And like,
yeah,
it's like a sprinter, right? That's why the sprinters are so muscular. They're waiting, and then pow, they're gone. And that's what it feels like being on stage. And so I try really hard to I take those naps, take the naps, hang the crystals, conserve your energy, but make sure that you get your juices up, like you condition, do whatever you can, because it's as emotional and mental, it's physical as well.
I know. After 60 shows, after 60 shows, after 60 shows, I totally believe you.
Yeah. People don't realize that like the toll stuff take on your body. Like, oh snap, like that's hard.
Yeah. And now, thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Can you imagine us working together sometime? That'll be my dream, man. So
many things happen in this world. I couldn't imagine we won't work together. I'm pretty sure.
Thank you very much. La fama del programa hace que existan miles de foros en línea con teorías acerca de lo que en verdad está sucediendo en este misterioso y terrorífico lugar. What would you say is your favorite fan theory about the show?
My favorite fan theory, my favorite one is the one that has to do with the Civil War. My father-in-law came up with it, and he saw the soldier, and then he put together some of the numbers in the bottle tree, and then he had this whole theory about where the Civil War started and the kind of mark it made on the specter of time. I don't really know what he's talking about, but it seemed really, really cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So,
well, Mr. Perrineau, as always, a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. Really.
Sir, thank you. And I cannot wait till we work together.
Oh, man. Come on. Feel blessed.
It'll be fun, Walter.
Thank you very much.
All right, later, bro.